What's up, y'all? It's your girl Sang, and today we're going to be reacting to a video from the Ken Coleman show titled, Police Officers Quitting at an Alarming Rate. Why? I mean, I have an idea on why, but let's get into it.
A little bit, I'm not surprised. I'm concerned about this one. We've had many correctional officers, police officers, sheriff deputies, FBI, CIA people call us before about really toxic environments and some of the conditions they have to work in, and I understand it. And this has gotten very political, and it's having an effect. Law enforcement officers are leaving their jobs at rates we've never seen before. This from the National Fraternal Order of Police President Patrick Yose. Recently speaking, it was just earlier this week at the Faith and Blue Conference in Washington, D.C. He said, I want to signal a crisis. Some departments are seeing decreases by as many as 100 members compared to the same time last year.
That's a lot.
When asked about retention and recruitment of law enforcement officers on Tuesday at the same event, the Reverend Markel Hutchins, who was the event's lead organizer and Movement Forward CEO, said law enforcement agencies will not be able to recruit or retain or attract new talent if police officers continue to have to work under the circumstances and situations they're working under now. He went on to say the stresses and the anxiety that's caused by the tensions that we've seen have driven the law enforcement professionals away. He said there is no way to reduce crime and there's no way to attract new talent in law enforcement if we don't change the discussion and shift the narrative again away from points of conversation that divide us. Now, let me also say that in no way am I overlooking and trying to get involved in the fact that there have been horrific and incredibly wrong actions taken by police officers who are either bad apples or did not handle a crisis the way that they were trained to do it, or maybe they handled it the way they were trained to do it and things got out of hand. They are humans. To err is human.
I agree with that. You're always going to have, and it's not just police officers, like, you're always going to have bad people at every job. It doesn't matter. It's just looked at more harshly as a police officer because they're a police officer. Like, you would expect them to do the right thing all the time, and to be honest with you, sometimes they don't. And then you do have crooked cops and stuff, and it's messed up. But we also have to remember, like, because a lot of people don't want to be police officers, the training time to even become a cop keeps going down. I think the last time I looked at it, you need more hours to be a barber or a hairstylist than you do to be a police officer. How crazy is that? That doesn't even make sense.
But the fact of the matter is, while those horrific and very culture-dividing actions have taken place, that does not mean that every police officer or the majority of police officers are bad women and bad men, because we all know in the heart of our hearts, in the quiet place where we're not surrounded by volatile political conversation, that is in fact true.
Facts.
Sheriff Dennis Lemma, who's president of the Major County Sheriffs of America, called the issue one of the most significant challenges that we have right now. He went on to say, as fundamental as you can put it, and this I believe to be true. As fundamental as you could put it, he said, people are attracted to this business because they have a heart to serve. And they want love and appreciation from the recipients of that service. And when there's a false narrative out there in many regards, a radical narrative that wants to defund the police or allowing cities across the country to engage in total lawlessness, your good quality police officers will find a different way to serve. They'll go to the military, they'll serve in the church, they'll serve in the fire department, they will find another calling. He is right.
Yeah, he's 100% right. I had a conversation with somebody about this the other day. Police officers don't get paid enough to deal with what they have to deal with on a daily basis. Now, you mix that in with the current climate of things where we have heard that people talking about you need to defund the police. What are you talking about? We need more funding for the police. We shouldn't be defunding them just because, like, the actions of like one or two bad people. You need the police. And we can see that right now. In LA and in New York, they have changed things drastically where they're just like, oh, well, due to like not having enough people on the force, if there's a certain crime going on or whatever, we're not going out to it. We're not about to do that. I think it's like that in Chicago too. You know how crazy that is? Do you know how crazy LA is right now? It's insane. How many videos, not even LA, but Cali as a whole, how many videos have we seen where people just like walk in stores, ransack it, and just walk out? Like, nothing. How many people are just getting carjacked? Middle of the day, bright as ever. It's not enough police officers. And the one that's there, like I told you, they already had that rule out. It's like, yeah, we're not about to go handle that. You figure it out. It's crazy. We need police officers, or else it's gonna be like Wild Wild West out here. Like you need police officers, and the people that are complaining the most don't understand that. They don't understand that at all.
I believe that the majority of men and women who sign up to be law enforcement officers do so not out of hate, but out of love.
Yeah.
They do so because they want to protect. They do so because they want to serve.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't get paid nearly enough to deal with the BS they deal with on a day-to-day basis to make sure that us, the regular citizens, are protected. They just don't. They're just like teachers. Teachers don't get paid enough either to deal with the crap they deal with from people's kids every day. So,
and for all these cities that got real woke and political and decided to defund in some cases, or essentially signal to bad people that you can do whatever you want to do, we're not going to crack down on you. Well, those views have changed rather rapidly.
Yep.
Go do your own research on Minneapolis, go do your own research on Seattle, go do your own research on New York, and you make your own conclusions. You don't need me to tell you what to believe. Just go do your homework. But the fact of the matter is there are good men and women who want to protect you and your family and want to protect me and my family.
Yep.
And would put their life on the line to do so.
Yep.
And just like we are seeing teachers and principals being driven out of the industry,
I just said that.
we're seeing good men and women who want to serve and protect the public leave. Folks, this is a big-time crisis, and we the people can have a voice and do something on behalf of these people.
Yeah, we have to.
We have got to make conditions better for law enforcement officers. We have got to make conditions better for teachers and principals. Good night. What are we doing, America?
Yeah. I agree 100% with everything he said. Like I said, they don't get paid enough to deal with the BS that they deal with on a day-to-day basis. We have to figure out how to make it better for them. Even if it comes down to like extra training, whatever it takes, because they need funding for all of this. We can't punish everybody just because a handful of people are trash. Like that's who gonna protect us at the end of the day? Because you like a lot of people be talking about defund them and whatnot. Okay, but the next time your house gets robbed or you get mugged or arped or whatever, and you need help, who you calling? Like I said, we're already at the point in a lot of these cities where they don't even come out anymore for certain calls. You call in, they be like, oh, well, that's on you now. Figure it out. Y'all gotta get it together, man. But with that said, y'all want to see me react to more content like this, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss when I drop a video, because you already know who it is. It's Sang.